Hi guys, Miss Bate here. All right, so today we are going to be working on plural nouns. Okay, so if you have already done the inflected endings video, this might sound pretty similar in terms of the endings, but just know that we're going to be doing this for a little bit different of a reason with a little bit different words. Okay, so we're going to be working with plural nouns. So let's start with what both those words mean. Plural, okay? Plural. It means more than one. Nouns are a person, place, thing, or idea. So I like to think of nouns as anything that you can touch, anything that you can see, anything that you can touch, okay? Like glue stick, it's a noun. Marker, it's a noun, it's a thing, right? Dog, it's a noun. My Aunt Cindy, that's a person, right? Person, place, thing, or idea. Okay. Now, we're going to be making plural nouns today, okay? Or spelling plural nouns, I should say, meaning there are going to be some nouns, people, places, things, ideas that are going to be more than one. And we have to figure out how to make it say more than one by writing it down and saying it out loud. Now, a lot of us, we think that just adding S to the end of it makes it plural. Well, for the most part, that's right. But there are rules. I know, English is silly. We've got rules for everything. So just don't think that just because you're not in class doesn't mean you don't have rules in life, right? Okay, so we're going to be talking about those plural noun rules. When you make a word plural, you either add an S or an ES at the end of it. There is a rule to help you decide which one to use. Here's the rule. Listen. Ready? Okay. If the word ends in ch, sh, s, x, z, you add es. Okay? Listen to that again. If a word ends in ch, sh, s, x, z, you add es to the end of that word, okay? I want you guys to do it with me, okay? I want you to say these sounds as I point to them. So listen first, okay? If a word ends in these sounds, you add an es. So if a word ends in, follow along with me, ch, sh, s, x, z, how does it end? In an es, or excuse me, not how does it end? What do we add to make it plural? Es, okay? If it doesn't end in these, if it ends in almost any other letter, then you just add an S. So you want to think about, let's say, T, okay? You just, let me erase this. If you, oh, that didn't erase very well, did it? To know if you add just an S, okay? Remember, if they're not, what sounds again? Sh, sh, s, x, z. They end in es. But if it doesn't end in this, then you just add an S. So it can be just a C, maybe a T, maybe a B, maybe a V, maybe a W, or maybe a P, right? Okay, so we are going to be practicing these rules, okay? So we're going to be practicing spelling nouns and adding es or s, as long as you remember these rules, okay? So what we're going to do is I need you to make sure you have a pencil or a pen, something to write with, and something to write on. If you don't have that, I want you to go ahead and do it now. Okay. Excuse me. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we are just going to practice with the ES words, okay? The ES plural nouns, I should say. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull up my whiteboard. Give me a second. if you guys can see it. Let's see, it's not showing on my other phone that you guys can see it, so give me a second, okay? This might take a second, I'm sorry, because I'm using a new way to share, so I'm making sure that you guys can see everything that I'm doing. Okay, so you can see that. Okay, now let me go back here. There we go. All right. So if you could see that the whole time, I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure. All right. So remember, we are adding, whoops. We are doing plural nouns and adding es to the end. Okay. So thinking about those rules. Ch, sh, s, x, z. Okay. Those 5 end in es to make it plural. Okay. So let's think of a word that ends in ch. How about church? That is a noun, right? It's something that you can touch. It's something you can see. Church, and it ends in that rule, the ch. So if we want to make it plural, what do? Church is. Good. Next one, let's do one that ends in sh. Okay, that was the other rule. How about push? Okay. Nope, that's not a noun. Let me think of something else. Give me a second. How about I'm blanking on some words. Oh, bush. 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 Okay. To make it plural, what do? Es. Now, what was that? What was another letter in our rule that we had to add es at the end of it? If it ended in just that s. Okay. So how about we do? Let's see. I don't know why I'm blanking on some words. Give me 1 second. Okay, well, you know what? Miss Abate's thinking about that. I don't know why I'm blanking on some words right now. Let's move on to another one. What was the other sound? X. Okay, so I've got one in my head for this one. Box. Okay, to make it plural, to make more than one box, what do we add? Es. So it says boxes. Okay, and the last one is going to be z. Okay, z, the z sound. Okay, so I'm gonna have a word, buzz. Now I know that this is not a noun. It could be like Buzz Lightyear, which is a person. So let me capitalize that B to make it a person. Okay, buzz. If there's more than one Buzz Lightyear, how do we spell it? Buzz is. Good. Okay, now I want you guys, I'm going to say some words. I'm going to write the nouns down on here, and I want you to practice spelling them, adding the es to the end of it. Okay, so your word is going to be pitch. Pitch. Okay. Like somebody throws a baseball, right? If they do that more than once, how is it spelled? Write it down. How is it spelled? Pitch is. Good. Next word, let's do, let's do fox. Fox. If there's more than one fox, how do you spell it? Go ahead and pause the video, write it down on your paper. All right, spell fox for me. Ready? You're going to say it out loud with me. F-O-X. How we make it plural? E-S. Very good. Last one we're going to do for practice with E-S is, we already did bush. Let's do brush. 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 If you have a hairbrush, you need more than one. How do you spell it? Pause the video, write it down. All right, spell it with me. B-R-U-S-H-E-S for plural. Good job. All right, so I think we got the harder one out of the way, the ES, okay? Now I want us to work on just the S ending, okay? So when do we use just the S at the end? Now remember, if it doesn't end in ch, sh, s, oof, z, then it ends in just S. So it's going to be almost every other letter other than the sounds ch, sh, s, x, z, right? So let's practice. I'm going to give you some examples first. So you guys just watch right now, okay? Cat. I know you guys are probably like, oh, Miss Abate, this is too easy. We know how to spell this, okay? But we're just going to practice. Cat. If you have more than one, cats. Good. And it ends in that T. So it's not the sh, sh, s, x, z sound, okay? I'm going to write them off here to the side. So that way we can look to see if they end in these sounds. All right. What about dog? Does dog end in any of these sounds over here? No. So what do we add to it? An S. What about the word car? Car. Does it end in any of these? No. So we just add what? S. What about the word book? Book. Does the word book end in any of these sounds or letters? Nope. So what do we add to it to make it plural? Just an S. Good job. All right. Now I'm going to do, or I'm going to say some words and you guys are going to write them down and I'm going to mix them up. Okay. Some of them might just have an S at the end. Some of them might have an ES. You guys are going to have to figure that out. Okay. So make sure that you have your papers and pencils in front of you so that way you can write these words down as I say them. Okay. All right. So you're going to have to guess if they end, not guess. You're going to have to know if they end in S or ES. I'm going to put those rules up here again. Okay, just that way you can always see them and you can always know. All right. So your word is blast. Now I want you to write the word down on your paper and add the correct ending. Is it S or ES? Pause the video and do it now. All right. How do you spell blast? Blasts. Good. It doesn't, the T is not in here, right? It's not on that list of rules. All right. Next word is going to be sorry, took me a while to write down. Desk. Okay, pause the video and spell desk as a plural noun. Go ahead. Okay, how do you spell it? Or how do you make it plural, excuse me? Do you add an S or an ES? Just an S. Good job. All right, what about the word belt? Okay, spell it. Write it down if it's ES or S at the end. Go ahead. All right, how do we spell belt? Is it S or ES? It is just S. Hope you guys are paying attention. All right, the next word is watch. Watch. So, watch is singular. If you have more than one, how do you spell it? Add an S or ES. Pause the video and go ahead and do it. Okay, how do you spell watch to make it plural? Ah, it is over here, the CH. So yes, we make it ES. Very good. All right, last one we're going to do is we are going to do, since we have, I mean, we're not close to Halloween, but I'm excited for Halloween. Which? So somebody that, flies around on a broom, right? To make it plural, to make more than one, is it S or ES? Write it down. Now, how do you spell it? Is it S or ES? CH is over there, so we do add an ES. All right, guys, I think that's going to do it for our day today, learning about plural nouns. I hope you guys learned a lot and tune into the next video. I'll see you next time.